Very good. All right. We are going to get an actual factual knife round. A real one, where teams don't just stab each other. Who's ready for the knife round? I don't like that we're looking at our teammates with the knife. I don't know when that's making a comeback. It'll make a comeback next time I'm on frag. First off, I need people to stop unfollowing me is the thing. So anyway, chat, if you're here, that means that the prediction is going. That means if you are not following, you get 300 channel points for following. And that means that you can predict the winner of this game. And with the knife round complete, GuangdongTigers are going to get their choice of side here on Decider map of Nuke. So let us see what they decide to go for. Also, can we get a ping check? Out of curiosity, I'm curious what these players' pings are. Not bad at all. Okay. Oh, chat, thank you for the raid in from Take Flight. I do hope you all stick around for this last map. Hopefully we don't have tech issues like the last one, but hey, we're getting into it. TSG starting things off on the T side, GuangdongTigers starting things off on the CT side. Chat, if you're not already following, do hit that follow button. If you're watching the VOD, hit the subscribe button. If you're here and you have channel points, place a prediction. And let's get into it. Pistol round, TSG. Gonna start things off quickly towards lobby and quickly towards A. Okay, and the dualies go huge for GuangdongTigers. They've already smashed 3 and a 4th. Vulcan, the last one standing, has pistols on all sides, and GuangdongTigers will claim a hyper-speed pistol round. Let's get a replay of that. All right, love to see it. Boom! Just everyone walking out of hut thinking it's going to be easy. Everyone thinks everything's going to be easy until you meet the pistols. That is a rough start for TSG. They get 2 kills on the round. It's only going to be enough for a couple of upgraded pistols to go into round number 2. Nade should... Oh, that hurts. That is extremely painful, but TSG, undaunted, will still try to make their way on in outside, and GuangdongTigers giving them lots of space. Well, it looks like lots of space, but really, these MP9s at long range still perfectly serviceable against the pistols. You can't risk the deagle, though. And I think that's what we've got going on for the Tigers, is they don't want to give up a singular kill. These 4 MP9s are farming up the money. 2 for AGB, 2 for Supa, and denied now. 1 versus 5. And it's going to be a full house. AGB with 3, Supa with 2, GuangdongTigers with a second round. We're going to get the buy from TSG. Alright, so these AKs, if they were around to get activated, you gotta get things going quick on Nuke. The money pretty looking good for these MP9s, though. Relt gonna be spotted early on in lobby, and the Jitter gonna open things up as well, so TSG with a double entry to start off this round. They still seem to be looking for upper, though, and they will be rebuffed down to the 3 versus 3. Oh, I think we've got another disconnect, too, on the side of TSG. So just a quick refresh to get rid of the extra player icon on the map. And we're off to the races. Electrician picks off Vulcan. Horizon right behind him, looking for the trade, puts down the Molotov to try and force Electrician out into the open, but he's already repositioned. But he just doesn't know. LCK to clean up. And it's a pretty clean round out of the Tigers. 3-0 start. It looks like we're getting disconnects on both sides of the server. MVP of these matches so far has been the server connection, indeed. Well, TSG now on a budget, on a pretty low budget. Got that Galil picked up for Jitter, but the rest of the squad going to be on pistols. They'll still make it over to Secret, or at the very least Horizon will. The rest of the team, though, well, this gets awkward. Horizon in a spot to cause some chaos, while the rest of the team just works their way lobby, ramp. This could be a golden opportunity for Team Synergy. Well, they need to spot out Vulcan, or Supa on top of Boost. He's taken down the first, but he gets quickly traded. 4 versus 3, and I was about to say it feels like ramp is under control of Team Synergy, but actually the opposite is true. Denied, last player standing, 1 versus 3. Got players at his heels, though. LCK already close up and personal. Not a lot of time left either. And even worse still, no bomb that's been left behind. GuangdongTigers close out the round. How we doing, Christmas? How are you doing? Yeah, I would like more people claiming first. You know what? That's a good idea. Well, this one already off to a good start for GuangdongTigers, picking up the first 4 rounds. Don't want to make it too easy. Sometimes that T side can do kind of a lot. At the very least for Team Synergy, ooh, couple of rippers as we stretch into the mid round. Five versus 3, definitely favoring this T side, but LCK up in the rafters could definitely do some damage. That's something TSG have to consider. They start to work their way outside. Oh. Team Synergy downstairs, and they've left Horizon behind, so anyone trying to come down vents is going to have players on both sides of them. We're getting down to the wire here, 20 seconds remaining, but Team Synergy, they do get the bomb down on the B-bomb site. Electrician waiting to at least stab 1, takes down Vulcan. Oh, the nade back his direction. That is going to inflict some serious pain, and I feel like this one's going to be a save. I feel like at this point, not a whole lot left that the Tigers are going to be able to do. They can take away one of the rifles. That's Horizon. I like that save. You just get in and you're just like hissing. Well, Team Synergy on the board. Not the most exciting round, but you take what you can get. I like these pushed up positions, though. The GuangdongTigers with 2 players pushed up in hut. This could catch TSG by surprise. Big push for them inside of vending already, and Supa gonna spot the bomb in lobby, and the electrician gets to activate as well. Now 4 versus 3. Team Synergy gonna be licking their wounds, but Supa not even gonna let them have a chance. Shot through Squeaky. Leaves Denied all alone with a minute left to contemplate what in the world just happened. I mean, you could save. That would be not very exciting. 45 seconds. You've got bomb, right? You could risk it for the biscuit. That would be something. I don't know. I don't have a co-caster, so I can't, like, you know, go back and forth and talk about the rounds. I think he's saving, and I think that I have 26 seconds to just chill. So I guess we're going to float away a little bit. You know, that's fine. So yeah, Nuke. Sometimes it can be quite CT-sided. It's definitely shifted to be less so than it used to be. There used to be... Oh, no. Well, that hurts. That emote is kind of how this game is going so far. That's a good spray right there. Just like, oh no. Oh no, there's another one. Team Synergy with the O faces. Oh no. Supa just picks off Horizon. Not the smoke wall. I guess they were expecting the smoke wall to be in position earlier, but it wasn't, and that's gonna cost them. Destro lit down to 1 HP as well. Oh, this is falling apart for Team Synergy. They had such a dominant map 1. Where has that gone? Jitter, the last one down. Ooh, they'll at least hit LCK. But this AK has a lot of work to do. 1 versus 5. And again, we've got a solid minute with a singular player left standing. Slowly, gently. This is how a game is taken. This is, I don't know who Orlov is, but I guess the wrong chat will enlighten me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not looking good for Team Synergy. Jitter able to hold on to the rifle, maybe? Oh gosh, they're challenging him from both directions. And he takes down 3. Oh, that has to sting. At least it's an extra $900. But, ouch. 6-1, back to pistols. This T side, yeah, they get him after time, so the money just completely ruined. Oh, that was a collat for Supa. And Destro only able to get one back on the Tech 9. Okay, all right, that's the game that we're watching right now. I mean, what do you change here? At this point, I feel like so many different things have been tried by Team Synergy. Their outside plays, they haven't had the smokes in the right positions. It just feels like they're not a nuke team, maybe? Like, they know the smokes. I'm watching them fall right there. But they're getting outmaneuvered by GuangdongTigers. I mean, yes, actually throw your nades would be good too, but... Ooh! Jitter chases down AGB. What it really seems like is Team Synergy. They had just aimers that were able to pug their way out on Mirage, and they're getting stuffed on these more technical maps. Ooh, that's a rough swing for Supa. 2 versus 3. They do have bomb now, but oh, LCK spotted Vulcan going up the ladder. And I don't think her... oh, but bring around the Rosie. LCK drops the bomb, and it's going to be all up to Horizon in the 1 versus 3, but going to be snapped. I know Horizon... so I think Horizon has played for Revenge Nation, and like there's a bunch of teams that have kind of been connected with that. Really quickly doing some super fast on the ground research. Okay, so Horizon or Vulcan is on straight to Killin, which is I know they played a qualifier. I remember seeing that team. And then Horizon you've got on Claymakers. And Claymakers has kind of been like... They turned into Revenge Nation, they turned into Datejust, they turned into a lot of different teams. Right now they might turn into a team with 2 rounds on T-side Nuke, which would be good. LCK, are you going to go for the 1 versus 4? This is ambitious. This is... No way. No way. 1 versus 4 would be ridiculous. This clock getting quite low. LCK. There's no way you can do this. Destro, first one up to bat, first one to fall. On deck. They've all left the site. They've all left the site. No way they let him have this. They're hunting for LCK. Your teammate died in secret. Why have you left the bomb site? Did you seriously just let that happen? That's how that happened? I'm going to need someone to clip that. I'm going to need someone to clip that because that was ridiculous. Yeah, take a timeout after that. There were 3 players alive that were all hunting for TSG. I'm sorry. I know I have people here from TSG. But that one hurt me in my soul. — 9-1 scoreline. All right, well, I mean, you kind of expected to win that one if you're TSG. You know, they got 4. That last player causing all the problems for them. But the first kill, though, maybe they can win this one. They've taken down LCK up in rafters. It's just going to be Electrician in heaven, but this Molotov will keep them far away and at bay. Ooh. Supa, though, still getting some kills on the op. I don't know if that one goes in the reel, because I was legitimately upset by that one, and I don't know if you want, like, genuine anger. I don't know, but now Team Synergy, they throw a nice fast A hit into the mix. This should have been 8-3. Like, if you're TSG, you have to be thinking, how did we lose that? It was a ninja defuse, but a ninja defuse happens where you've at least got somebody watching the bomb. TSG just sent everybody away. Alright, well, I mean, if GuangdongTigers just stomp out this round, they get double digits on the first half, and Supa just... I mean, Team Synergy. That looked about like when I think a project manager says things should have synergy. Jitter alone in the 1 versus 3. I think that was a good line. That looks like a... Your heart rate is probably elevated. Let's see. Yeah, I'm up at 84 right now. I think my resting is like 60 something, which is still pretty high. I need to be running way more often. I need to figure out how to connect my fitness watch to the game, except I don't actually want my heart rate during these. Anyway, jitter, just... Sure. I think it's pretty high. Like, when I'm asleep, I see it's in the 50s. The Floof Engi meter. Anyway. Second half. Is this a second lease at life for Team Synergy? It could be if they win the pistol. CT side pistol. They started off with some really strong pistols, but I haven't really seen... Ooh, this is a fun nade. Is that flash just going to fly in through Skylight? It does exactly, but it doesn't blind a lot of Team Synergy. 2 kills back for LGB, or LCK and AGB. Wow, I combined them. These Jitter all alone. 1 versus 3. Electrician already gunning him down. It's 11 for GuangdongTigers. Well... Team Synergy, from something that looked bad to worse to awful. GuangdongTigers might just have this. 11-2. TSG going with the Force Spy, the MP9s. It's Nuke. It could work. We've seen these Deagles do crazy things. But there's LCK to spot the first, and Electrician. A double entry for GuangdongTigers. They'll speed this up too. Already players heading over to Secret while Denied just goes flying off T-Roof. Ooh, Jitter able to get one back. This Deagle looking for more, but it's only going to be Jitter's Deagle. This one might just be too far gone for Team Synergy. Can they win the 10 in a row to make it to overtime? Chat, what does your heart say? Who thinks they bring it to overtime? My heart says I should eat fewer burritos. Big same. Oh my gosh. Electrician just jumping off of ladder. They're styling on them now. Jitter, good trade, but that is only going to bring it back to the 3 versus 3, and it just doesn't feel good at all if you're TSG. Even worse, there's still a player in spawn. I just want to remind you, chat, if you weren't here to see it, this is a GuangdongTigers with a Supa that was AFK for 2 rounds on Inferno and still brought that back to a W. Just gonna throw that out there. 2 AFK rounds. And now it is 2-12 on map number 3. 2 versus 3 in the favor of GuangdongTigers. They've got the bomb on the back of LCK. They're looking for the upper bomb site. It's just Destro here. Denied. Still holding court on lower. Maybe looking to come up through vents. Good kill for Destro. Now Denied. Gonna have to do the 1 versus 2 alone. He stops the planter. He could get this, but he can't quite hit the spray. 8 HP for AGB. GuangdongTigers will close this one out. 13-2.